Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'll be reviewing the 50mm lens from TTartisan. This is a brand new lens. It's an f2 lens. It's fully manual focus. Before shooting with a manual focusing lens on your Fujifilm, there are 3 settings that you must change. Okay guys, so step 1 is we come here to image, we scroll down and we go to mount adapter setting, 21mm. So what you want to do is you want to set this to 50mm because we're using a 50mm lens. You set it as focal length as 50mm. You click set and then you go to edit lens name and then we can type in TTartisan. Okay, so we've got the TTartisan 50mm f2. So we click set. Okay, and then we go back. So now it's saved as that lens. So now what happens is if I when I attach this lens to this camera and I want to have metadata in Lightroom or Capture One, the camera is going to have information that I shot with this lens. So it's very useful to have. That way you know what lens you shot with. The second setting, guys, is you go down to the wrench here. You go down to buttons and dial setup. And you come down here. By default, this is turned off on Fujifilm. Shoot without lens off. You need to turn that on so that you can actually shoot without the lens, so that the lens at the moment is not reading, the camera is not reading anything on the lens because the contact on the back is, there's no contact. So you have to have this off, you have to have this on. The third setting is focus peaking. So we come to the AF, MF, we switch this to manual focus. We come down here to focus peaking, focus assist. You choose color, and then you can choose any color you like here for focus peaking. I like to choose red high. That way when we manual focus, the areas that are highlighted in red shows you what's in focus. Is very helpful. Okay guys, now that we have that out of the way, what is my experience with this lens? So first of all, just look at the size of this thing. This is on the XE4. It's absolutely incredible. Look how small it is. Very compact, very lightweight. This is the focus ring here. The lens extends slightly when you're focusing. Very, very small. This is the aperture ring here. You can see that. That's an aperture ring. I absolutely love this lens. As you know, manual focus is very challenging. This is my first time shooting manual focus. So the first time I went out with it, I went to photograph my daughter. She was running around in the park and I was photographing some birds that were moving and stuff. It was a little bit hard to manual focus and try to get the shot. It was a bit frustrating to begin with. But once I realized that this lens is not for fast sport. Obviously you can pre-focus if you're photographing sports and you know where the subject's coming. And you can pre-focus on that area, you can shoot, it's fine. But if the subject is moving unpredictably, it's very difficult to focus. So I learned that very fast. If you're photographing still life, architecture, I shot some street photography with it. I'm going to post all the images that I shot and some samples here. One of the cons that I noticed, the only con that I noticed really, was if you're shooting directly into sunlight, there's a bit of flaring and the image is pretty soft. Or if you're shooting in really bright light, during like midday, it's very soft, so you have to increase the contrast in post if you're shooting in that light, or avoid that light totally. Other than that, the size of it and the weight of it, look at it, crazy. And the best thing about this is this lens is $69 US. Would you believe that? $69 for a 50mm f2. So on the crop sensor, ends up being a 75mm. So for portraits, I got some good portraits of my daughter. For portraits, perfect lens, f2, nice wide open. The bokeh is pretty good too. So I'm going to show you some samples images. Highly recommend this lens, especially if you're starting out and you want to try manual focus. And this is my first manual focus lens, like I said. It forces you to slow down and to think about your shot. And when you do nail the focus, trust me, the images that you capture is so much more satisfying than just shooting and bang, 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 bang. Everyone's after fast autofocus these days. This forces you to slow down, especially in street photography. You slow down, you aim, you wait for the moment to happen, you can pre-focus, and then bam, you get the shot, and it's so much more satisfying. It reminds me of back in the day how they used to capture images with manual focus. So this is definitely a must try for people who are looking to start playing around with the manual lenses. 100%, I highly recommend this to be your first manual focus lens. Don't bother with anything else. Try this out, see if it's for you. If it's not, at least you know you've only spent $69 and happy days. So I'm going to post some images now, guys. If anyone has any experience with manual lenses, comment in the comments section and let me know. And let me know some tips on how to focus and get better focus. But so far, I've been really enjoying this. With that said, guys, here are the images. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. Until next time, I'll see you later.